you're fired. If there's anything, if there is a single glimpse I get of loose lips, fired. A single glimpse of loose lips I get in this area, you're fired.
Actually, I did not want to make this video, but every exceptional VA and world-class client needs to hear it. If the idea of divorce or divorcing your assistant or your client makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to watch this entire video series. This quality is the quality that all world-class clients secretly look for in an assistant. You are a very careless talker, you are fired automatically. That's how crucial this subject matter is. You have to understand the client situations and take this very, very seriously. I would like to let you know that the screenings are very strict. I bring 23 years of leadership experience across different fields, including the military. So in the military, we had what we call the military secrecy. And it goes like what you see, what you hear, what you feel, when you leave it here. Because I really value privacy and security of the clients. You should know how to keep secrets. You should know when to shut up. Everybody can tell a lie, but what's the intention? That is the question. These are the things that the world-class clients can expect from my highly trained leaders and VAs. These are the things that you as exceptional VAs should have and improve as time goes on. If you want to be qualified to work with these world-class clients. Honesty, reliability, and trustworthiness are essential traits of the best assistants. That's why if there is even a single instance of breach of confidentiality, immediate termination will occur. No first, second, or third warning. Now, some people who don't deeply understand this matter might say, "Hey Lou, that's very cruel." But actually, it's not. Patrick Bet-David himself explained the big reasons in this video. But I think he intentionally or unintentionally did not include some other crucial details. And I'm going to break down those details in this episode. Now, just to be clear, I've done a lot of research about Patrick Bet-David, and I've also watched some of his videos. But it doesn't mean that I agree with everything that he says or does. When he said, if there is a single glimpse I get of loose lips, fired. So that means before the actual violation occurs, you will get fired automatically. So, for example, if Patrick Bet-David observes that you are very careless when you talk about different specific names of people, sensitive information with dates and places, etc., fired. Meaning clients or entrepreneurs like Patrick Bet-David are very, very keen when it comes to characters of assistants. You should know how to keep secrets. You should know when to shut up. You should know when to stop talking. You should know what to talk about every time you open your mouth. And I would like every exceptional VA to take note of this. I am actually a bit of a private person. That's why content creation is a big challenge for me. But that being said, I can easily spot someone who is a total opposite of me, a careless talker. When I was watching a video of an assistant with his fellow assistants, they were filming a video of their client because the client was with them at that time and the client got stuck at the airport. When I was watching the video, I'm like, this is a big no-no. If you're watching right now, Please avoid doing that. For business owners, they have competitors, and some of them call those competitors enemies. So, why don't we play that very short video clip once again?
I would have my executive assistant or admin watch this video to know what the expectation is. You're going to be in meetings where you're going to see stuff, hear stuff, the next project, the next investment, the next strategy, the next person, the next enemy.
Now, this part is a little bit detailed, but I think I am the only one who talks about this because I've watched a lot of videos of some pioneers in the industry, I mean the VA industry, and I haven't seen any videos of them talking about this topic in a very detailed manner. I would like both the world-class clients and the VAs to understand that these are the things that the world-class clients can expect from my highly trained leaders and VAs. These are the things that you as exceptional VAs should have and improve as time goes on. If you want to be qualified to work with these world-class clients. If the assistants of these world-class clients don't have these qualities, their safety and security, not just the safety and security of the client, will be at a big risk, but also the safety and security of the entire community. Because always remember that the entire community depends on the owner or the leader of the community with regards to many different aspects, if not every aspect. I bring 23 years of leadership experience across different fields, including the military. And I would like to add that to this topic because this has a very good connection. So in the military, we had what we call the military secrecy. And it goes like what you see, what you hear, what you feel, when you leave it here. Meaning, whatever you observe, feel, or experience within the military environment, you should not disclose those things, specifically sensitive information. You should not disclose those things to other people. The same thing here in the business environment. You should not disclose those things to other people at all costs. Okay, another example that I've also observed is when I was watching one assistant. He is very proud and he's very enthusiastic to name different names of his big clients. And I totally understand that. I understand the emotions of people, when you feel proud, you're the assistant of this guy, you're the assistant of that big client. I totally get that. But in my case, that's not my preference actually. I prefer to avoid as much as possible naming names of people because of I think it's also because of my personality. I almost always, if not always, listen to my gut feeling. When I feel something uncomfortable, I just don't do that. Sometimes I don't know why, but after quite some time, I realized, okay, so that's the reason why I felt not comfortable at that time because now this is happening. So in my case, I just don't do it if I feel like something is off. So for those assistants who have been doing this, it's okay for you. I know that you have your own intention, you have your own purpose for doing that. It's just not my own preference. And I will also discourage all of my highly trained leaders and VAs if I see one of these in my company posting, sensitive information, specifically videos and photos of their clients on any social media, I will definitely take action because I don't prefer that. I prefer a high privacy because I really value privacy and security of the clients that I focus on working with. So I will never encourage my highly trained leaders and VAs to do that, specifically posting those things on social media. Of course, they will need to undergo client awareness, right? Because they will not be able to work with the clients very well if they don't understand the clients, right? So that's the only period when I reveal the names, the community, the network of the clients, and so on and so forth. Only at that stage, after passing a series of screening. Now, for those exceptional VAs who already have this great quality, meaning you know how to keep sensitive secrets, you already have a big edge. And I would like you to keep this character and improve this even more because this is very, very important in my company. I highly value this. I cannot stress enough how valuable this is in my company. So I suggest you watch until the end of this video series until I finish all of these characteristics of the best assistants. And if you have these qualities or if you're aiming to have these qualities, you as an exceptional VA, you are very much welcome in my company. Send us an email. Some of these world-class clients have their own personal private jets. It's not just because they want to save a lot of time, but also it's because they want to ensure their physical safety and security. But some other clients don't have their own private jets yet. I have observed that they prefer to travel alone sometimes, and I totally get that because I I've learned many years ago a very famous quotation that goes like, it's better to be alone than to be with a wrong companion. You know, if you don't know any assistant who can really assist you and an assistant who is very trustworthy and very reliable, it's better to do it on your own. It's better to travel alone, right? But of course, the best option is to find a reliable and a trustworthy assistant who can guide you when you go on trips so you can avoid all the dreadful experiences that maybe you've experienced in the past. This quality is the quality that all world class clients secretly look for in an assistant. I would like you to take note of this. If you have this quality, you can easily attract almost all world class clients out there because this is one of the qualities that they cannot easily find in any assistant. So if you have this, be confident, apply, send us an email. Now, if you know to yourself that you are not that reliable or that trustworthy yet, maybe in the future, please do not apply. Do yourself and do me a favor as well so you and I can save time and energy. We'll not be wasting time and energy here, okay? Because I would like to let you know that the screenings are very strict. And if you're scared of the word strict, I would like to discourage you. So please assess yourself very, very carefully before you take that first step to apply. And once you pass, you can start to experience not just a greener pasture, but the best pasture that you as an exceptional VA truly deserve. And I have explained a lot about that in this video. So you might want to go check this out. When I was training some people, I was really observing each of them very, very carefully. I had like doubts in some people when because I observed the way they talk, I observed the way they reacted and everything. And then one big event happened that confirmed that doubt that I had, and I was like, okay, so that's the reason why I doubted. So again, please do not apply if you know yourself, you are not fit, you are not that reliable yet. So maybe once you have acquired this quality, being trustworthy, being reliable, and so on, then you can ensure that you are ready to apply, you are very much welcome in my company. We need you. If you want to further improve these traits of yours, specifically something that has to do with speaking, I highly recommend these. And these are very easy to understand, no complex mystery whatsoever. And by doing so, you can definitely do something great for your own sake. So going back to honesty, because I would like everybody to be on the same page here. Make sure that we're on the same page. So when we say honesty, it doesn't mean you never ever ever tell a lie. I don't mean that because everybody can tell a lie. Sometimes we tell a lie, or some people call it white lies, and sometimes we say some wrong things, not because we are dishonest, but sometimes it's because of our imperfect memories. Sometimes I also make that mistake. So when you tell a lie to save someone, to save yourself, to save other people, that's totally okay, because we look at the intention of every action, not the action per se, right? Everybody can tell a lie, but what's the intention? That is the question. So I have a very good example for this. Not a perfect example, but a very good one as well. So I have a student, and she is a French woman. She is a mental coach, and her clients are sports players, dancers, and actors and actresses in theaters. And her clients are from different parts of the globe. So one time she was talking about it was like a free talk class. So she was talking about her experience solving her clients' problems. So she said many of the problems of her clients at that time, just a couple of months ago, were about depression and some physical health issues. A lot of physical health issues, as I should have said, not some. And then I asked her, so did you ask your clients if they took the injection, the foreign substance during 2021, 2022, around that period? And then she said, no, I did not ask. I don't know, she said. So I told her, what about you? Did you take that? And then she said, no, no, don't touch my body. She even said. And so actually, we're the same. We have a lot of common grounds. I never took that either. So I told her, you're very smart. So how did you get around the situations during those periods? Because there are a lot of restrictions, right? And then she said she bought a fake card, Vax card at that time. And then, okay, because in my case, I did a different method to get around those situations. So in that case, that's a very good example on when to lie or when to fake something, because she has a very good intention at that time. Sometimes it's good to tell a lie. Sometimes, again, depending on the situations. But if you're telling lies to the extent that your clients will be at a very serious risk, that is obviously a very big violation. And before it happens, fired. You're going to get fired. I was talking on behalf of the VAs in the previous video, what to expect, how the client should treat you the best way they can. And this time I'm speaking on behalf of the clients, because I totally understand both situations. I know the frustrations of the VAs. I also know the frustrations of the clients. So we can meet halfway. So the clients understand your situation. Now you have to understand the client situations and take this very, very seriously. So for the next episodes of this video series, I'm going to reveal to you another great real quality of top tier assistance that Patrick Bet David himself also reveals. And I'm going to back it up with my own personal insights and hard proof that I'll be sharing with my applicants before the actual endorsement stage, meaning after they pass the whole process of application and all the screenings. And for the next episodes, I will also reveal one big lesson that Patrick Bet David maybe intentionally or unintentionally excluded in his video that you as world-class clients and exceptional VAs should discover. Now, if you agree or disagree with any of these things that I mentioned in this episode, please let me know in the comments. And I totally get that. Not everybody has the same ideas, principles, and beliefs. So that's totally okay. If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more videos like this, click here.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe button right here.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. I appreciate you. Subscribe.
Just click here.
Click here. Click here to subscribe.